EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Next on Madden NFL 25.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go from Indy. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out a 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And that one's going to hit the turf.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's caught for the 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Running right, this is Taylor. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll throw again. Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here's Richardson. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. The throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Option give to Taylor. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Taylor goes up and over for the touchdown. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Well, we've had to wait until the 2nd quarter to finally see him and his offense out there. And we're going to see what they have in them here, Kate, in a hurry. Down a touchdown, with how long they've been sitting over there, I know the feeling. You're chomping at the bit and likely going to be pretty aggressive with the football.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Man in motion out of the slot. Second down carry for Achane. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. To throw, Richardson. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action with Richardson. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Gets this one to Pierce. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. At the 20. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Eskridge to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. It's the Dolphins with a 2nd and 7. From the 31. Completes this one to Braxton Berrios. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Throwing on 3rd. Tagovailoa. This one falls incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Josh Downs deep for the Colts. Got 46 on his first punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Colts will take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Richardson now. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now Richardson to throw. Taken in by Pierce. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Richardson. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
They've got 1st down from the 31. He'll throw it yet again. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Took his shot at 6 that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. This one finds Taylor.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Richardson back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Timeout Indianapolis, that's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is cut. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Here's Matt Gay for the Colts field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We're to the halfway point from Indianapolis with the Colts out in front at the break. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Colts got a strong first half from their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Eskridge on the return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Tua off the play fake. Finds his fullback. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he's in trouble, and he'll go down. The Colts got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
The Colts adding a man to the secondary here. Third down coming up. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he's brought down for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, an entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Offense to the line for second down. Tua now from the gun. This finds Smith. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. They go play action with Tagovailoa. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and the gap closes to 14 points.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Sanders all set to send it away. Josh Downs to return it. Returns looking good so far. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Play action with Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one does not go far. And that boot will instead be what starts our 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Colts gonna kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. And they send a man in motion. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what I call a nice tendency buster right there. Works to the tune of a new set of downs. Really got some nice yardage, and it wouldn't be surprising to see that call used again in a similar spot.
Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down, here's Tua. Finds the in route, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Offense up to the line fast. They motion the slot man right. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Putting a receiver in motion. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Completes this one to Hill. And he's brought down after a short gain. Working quickly here. Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on third down, but instead it's incomplete.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job, but you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Taylor again. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They go again with Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. He's going left on the option. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A 3-yard gain leaves him just a little short. A decision to make now on fourth down.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Eskridge on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Tagovailoa off the play fake. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Slot man motioned over. Desperation time here on 4th. That one's caught along the left sideline. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are in bounds. Oh, what a play! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Man in motion out of the slot. 1st down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
One final shot here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.